Damn. Y'all feel that?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. A message to all you pseudo spitters. The sound is cool, but the trend I see is the truth is missing. I feel the flow is stupid. You claim that the music's different. I guess it's all opinion, depending on who is listening.
What's the word, y'all? It's KTR podcast. Hashtag KTR. We are KTR. We are back in the building for the end of the year episode, live and direct at the crib, because we are trying to save some money. Because usually we in the studio, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, it was my fault. I forgot to book the studio time. I knew something got ahead of me. I'm like, and I tried to book it late. Everything was full. So, yeah, my brothers, my mistake, my fault, my bad. But we still gonna get this show on the road for the end of the year episode, live and direct, episode 81. We here with my brothers, Big Harv and J-Bo himself. And before we dive into this episode of 81 of Know the Ropes podcast, I gotta check in with y'all real quick for the year is over. Before we dive into these holidays and stuff like that, I'm glad I got to catch y'all before it started. But how are y'all feeling today?
Great. That's all I can really say, man. I'm great. I'm great. That's right. I'm great. What about you, Big Harv?
That's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
I like y'all in good moods. You know what I'm saying? That's good. It's good to hear. All right. Happy holidays. Very festive moods over here. You know what I'm saying? We're doing all right.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Cool. That's good. Feeling good. Feeling great. We're finna get in today. Before we get into this episode, though, I need everybody in the wrestling community. I need all the viewers, all the listeners to do this one simple favor for us. And this is the last favor I'm going to ask for y'all in the year of 2023. And that is to follow us all social media platforms, KTR podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Know the Ropes Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, Know the Ropes Podcast on all podcast platforms. Got Google Podcasts, got Spotify, got Anchor, got Apple Podcasts, got Podbean, everything. And don't forget to get that merch at ProWrestlingTees.com/KTR podcast. Let's go. Let's get into the last show of the year. Let's just get to the topics of discussion. And you know what we gotta talk about at the end of the year. We gotta do basically like a kind of review, give a summary, give a synopsis, trying to figure out what all happened in the year of 2023 in wrestling. And why not just talk about, the best of the best in their categories. We'll leave it at that. So, first topic of discussion, we're going to start off with the ladies, because always ladies first in this world. No, the world revolves around women. I love women. Can't get enough of women. But anyway, that's another topic for discussion. Like I said, so we're going to start off with, who do you believe was the woman wrestling superstar of the year, or woman wrestler of the year? Leave it at that. Who is your women's wrestler of the year? And it could be anything. It don't have to be WWE. It could be AEW. It could be MLW. It could be whatever W out there in the wrestling world. I don't know. But yeah, the Impact. It could be that. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. But who do you think is your women's wrestler of the year? And we finna start off with the ladies' man himself. And that is Big Harv. Big Harv, go ahead and give your opinion.
I personally gave this one to Willow Nightingale over in AEW. I feel like she had a year that launched her into the stratosphere of the wrestling world. As a champ, even without being champ, she just had really consistent matches. She got over organically without having like a complicated gimmick. She was just a face, and she connected. And I think that we haven't even seen her height yet. You know what I'm saying? She's nowhere near her ceiling. She has a lot of room to grow, and she's going to make a lot of bigger moves coming up in the next few years. So I'm going to go with Willow.
Good call. I like that one. I like that one. J-Bo, who you think who's yours?
Well, since we are still talking about our sisters, I am going to give the female wrestler of the year to Athena, also known as Ember Moon. She had an amazing year, and a lot of fans who don't follow her, before she even got to the WWE, when she was Athena on the independent circuit, she was killing the game. That's how she made it to the big leagues. Then when she got to the WWE, she had a good shine in NXT, but on the main roster, it was just who knows? And then when she went over to AEW, it was still somewhat of a limbo. But in Ring of Honor, as the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, especially the whole gimmick that she got going on with the Minions things, she's putting on great matches. She's having great promos. They're extremely entertaining. Everything about it has just been top tier. So I have to give this year to Athena herself.
That's a good one. I like that one too. But I feel like my pick might trump both of those real quick. I don't know. It's just a matter of opinion. Might not be true. It may be so, but who knows? But mine, women's wrestler of the year, is the woman who surprisingly stole my heart in the year of 2023. And that is none other than Mommy Rhea Ripley. Because my man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. The vast change that she had. I'm just thinking about when she first came into the main roster of the WWE and had her women's title run for that little period of time for a couple months. It was it wasn't feeling it, just took years of working, years of revamping, and now in 2023, my God, not only has she become one of the more iconic figures in the WWE, but she's one of the mainstays on Monday Night Raw and all of wrestling currently. One of the most liked and disliked superstars currently on the roster, and she's have a lengthy title run. I'm not gonna say on the defending wise, because I know it hasn't been defended much, but how she got to that was impressive with winning the Royal Rumble and beating the great Charlotte Flair. It's Charlotte Flair. She upper echelon up in here, and with Rhea Ripley beating Charlotte, why y'all looking at me like this? Like this is a problem. Am I saying something wrong? Okay, like I said, yeah.
Your opinion, brother. You got it.
Exactly. It's just number of facts over here. But yeah, like I said, Rhea Ripley has been doing major things, and not only that, she is leading her own group. Like how many people have you seen just lead a group of men? Like she's leading 4 men. She's definitely the leader of this group. I don't care nobody say it ain't Priest, it ain't Balor, it ain't Rey Mysterio's son, it ain't that Hobbit. It is her. She is her. That's all I gotta say. You said what?
Truth is the leader, but we'll talk about that on.
I mean, we're gonna talk about that next year. He hopped in the game, a little bit late, but yeah, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, that's my pick. Rhea Ripley, I love her. She came out the woodwork with this. I'm like, man, keep doing what you do in the ring. Keep up the gym pictures. Happy for you and your new. Did she get married? Or she just got proposed to?
She got proposed.
Yeah, happy to your engagement with Buddy over there and everything. Yeah.
But she definitely had a star year by having as few matches as possible. So I'll give her that. I mean, the only real match that she had that truly solidified her championship reign was when she won the belt at WrestleMania from Charlotte. Other than that, she hasn't had a match that really defined her champion.
She was never in danger of losing her title this year.
I mean,
not once.
But when you beat the best of the best, who else is there left?
To Cinko's point, she has been put in a position to, even though she didn't really have to prove it much, but she's been seen as this top dominant champion. So in that sense, I'll give that to you. Yeah, definitely.
It's respectable. I ain't gonna argue. It's respectable.
All right. Like I said, I respect both y'all picks. I really like Harv's pick, if anything. If I wasn't picking Rhea, I would definitely pick Willa. She definitely had a hell of a year. Especially it was more so of a very well developed built year for her independently, and just winning the crowd over more and more with her wrestling work, especially with the tournament that she was in. Yeah, everything worked well with her. I really like that one.
Really good, yeah.
But I still love Rhea. But it is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna move on though to the next time. We're gonna go with the male wrestler of the year. Now we're gonna talk about them real fast. What have they got going on? It's really been a lot. The field is wide open. I don't know. Well, I'm lost for words. We're gonna start with you real quick. Who you believe, in your opinion, is the male wrestler of the year?
The male wrestler of the year. This isn't the most improved one, right? This is a separate category. I just want to
Yes,
make
it's
sure.
separate. This is
Okay,
separate. This
great,
is separate.
cool.
We're not weird. We stop hopping to other topics, man.
I just want to make sure that we was on the same topic.
Yes, male wrestler of the year. I didn't say improve or most improved. Male wrestler of the year.
I don't have one yet. Harv, you go.
What the hell? you had 2 weeks to think of this.
Well, I still couldn't come up with one.
I actually have one in AEW and one in WWE.
Okay,
right.
Let's talk about it. You do both here.
Will that
help y'all, J-Bo?
Yeah, wait, no, wait.
It was just hard for me to pick. It was hard for me to pick between these two.
No, wait, hold on. Wait. I know one, but I think Harv is going to say it. Okay.
Well, you say it first then.
Okay, all right, let me say it first. Okay, Swerve Strickland. Okay, was that what you're going to say, Harv?
Woo! Whoa!
Yes. Swerve Strickland.
Yes,
man, okay. I don't even have an AEW and WWE one. It's just he's the only one. Swerve Strickland has.
That's your male superstar of the year.
Male superstar of the year.
Talk about it.
Question. Swerve Strickland has ascended to main event status easily. Even the thing that he got with Prince Nana, like it's great, it's good for entertainment value. But outside of that, like he's always been great in the ring, but he's really shown like a heavyweight dominant. I'm going to win this match, and there's nothing you can do type of personality. He's given strong championship vibes. I'm not talking mid-card champion. I'm not talking cruiserweight champion. I'm not talking tag team. I'm talking world champion vibes. You're talking, 6 months to a year. Like this dude is no one to play with. So Swerve Strickland is my male wrestler of the year.
He's been really good all year, but he has been like phenomenal the last half of this year. Like, dude has truly come into himself. He's never looked more like a main event caliber superstar wrestler, whatever, than he has in the last 6 months. So honestly, yeah, Swerve is up there for me. WWE, I was gonna go with Jay Uso. I feel like Jay Uso has been the most consistent, and that out of everybody in the bloodline, he has had to deal with the most character change. And that he has worked with the most people and done the best work out of pretty much everybody in that group. So I just do it to him. I want to give him respect as a single superstar, even though he's done, tag with Cody and all that. But he's done a lot more, in my opinion, than a lot of people on the roster.
I just wish they wouldn't have Jay and Jimmy too. I wish they wouldn't have them lose as much as they do in singles competition.
Yeah,
they don't deserve that, really.
They don't.
I'm still getting used to them being single superstars at the moment.
It's not natural. It don't seem natural.
It's throwing me off.
Whenever you have twin brothers as wrestlers, and they've been tag team for a while, it's never going to, in my opinion, never going to feel comfortable as singles competitors.
I don't know. I think because the fact that they're separated, I think that's where my problem comes in. Because it's like when the New Day, they wrestle as singles, but they were never separated, especially on bad terms. Like Big E got put on a whole new show. That was just because of that. But like, it's not really giving the Dudley Boy vibes when Devon and Bubba Ray got split. It's not that low. But like I said, because I'm no disrespect to the Dudley Boys, but I'm just saying it's just not like that. But like it's just something doesn't feel right about it for some odd reason, Like I'd rather them have been together, but still be like doing single competitive work,
Yeah, yep, that's fair.
Yeah, but in my opinion, though, for male superstar of the year, and I'm gonna go with Gunther.
Oh wow!
Okay, Gunther. And it's a shock to me because I had my opinions about him early in the year about his entertainment aspect. I have people that don't like talk the talk, but he can walk the walk, and he's starting to talk the talk. And I really like how far he has come and made this Intercontinental title as prominent as it is so far. Like, what's been like over 500 days he's held the title so far? Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. Like everybody's been holding the title for
his second year.
Yeah, so it's like this year for Gunther has been real eye-popping for me. Like watching him like grow and just become the bigger superstar this year. The work he did at the Royal Rumble, all these high-quality 5-star matches he's been having with main event superstars, high mid card stars. Like it's been incredible. Like I feel like with him, like he's been doing what he's supposed to do and doing a real good job at. So yeah, that's my male superstar of the year.
Gunther, we've always spoke on Gunther on this show. He's the one wrestler who don't need a finisher. He just need to beat you down enough, and that's it.
And hit you with an emphatic move. It don't matter if it's a suplex. He'll make it
I'll be forgetting what his
hard enough that you will be down for the 3 because
I really forget what his finish move is because I've seen him finish with a splash. I've seen him finish with a power bomb,
sleeper hold,
right?
Clothesline.
What is your finisher? He just bully people. That's it.
he takes the most simplest moves and just ends you with them. Like it's
jump off the top rope, boom. I'm like, that was it.
And you just be like, yep.
Makes sense.
That's a finisher.
Oh man, that is something. That is something. Cool. That was a good one. I like that was a good topic. We're gonna move on to the next. We're going to move to the next, and this one is going to be: who do you believe is your most improved superstar of the year? Most improved superstar of the year. And it looked like J-Bo was waiting for this one. So go ahead, J-Bo. Talk the talk.
Of course I've been waiting for this one because come on, Cinko, you should know this shit. This is your
everybody should agree
wrestler.
on this. Everybody should agree on it. Yeah. Come back. Come on back, man.
Come on, man. I need to see. I need to look into your eyes, my brother. I need to look into your eyes.
Yeah, come on. Come on, face this truth.
Information.
Face this truth.
Hey. Go. Well,
you're a child, man.
There. All right, great. So now that I got my brother sitting here, the most improved wrestler, or at least in my opinion, of 2023 is none other than
Rey Mysterio's son. Go ahead and say it.
That is right, my dog. Rey Mysterio Jr. Dominic Dom Mysterio. That he is the most improved. And here is why. In previous years leading up to this point, everyone and their mama said that he was given everything that he didn't deserve.
He was.
And there's a lot of arguments as to why. Because his in-ring was trash. He wasn't believable. It was extremely sloppy. Not what you would expect of a son of arguably the greatest luchador of all time. Completely understandable. But Dominic Mysterio took what he could. He stepped away from his father. That was one thing. He had to go on his own, or at least in this group. He took a character. He developed the character. He worked on his mic skills. His in-ring has gotten better. He's actually entertaining in the ring to the point where you want to boo the hell out of him. But everything that he lacked in, he has taken and exceeded and done wonders with. And you can hate him. You can boo him. He's doing his job and he's doing it exceedingly well. He's doing what a lot of wrestlers on the roster is having trouble to do. Bring in that strong heat. Then when it goes to ring time, he proves it. A lot of people was upset with him winning the North American Championship. Again, a lot of argument, but he has been putting in the work to be that champion. No matter if it's on Raw, no matter if it's on SmackDown, even if it's with Sam's Woman of Mommy, it doesn't matter. He has been putting on great work. Somebody of what you would expect from a son of a legend. And that is who he is. Dirty Dom is the most improved wrestler of 2023.
All right, hold on. Time out. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that he's definitely been one of the top workhorses this year. It has been proven that he's wrestled the most. He's one of the top 3 wrestled the most matches in WWE this year. I'll give him that. So he has been working hard though. That's what I'm trying to get. You not convinced me with that part. Like I gave him a couple of roses earlier this year. I gave him two. I gave him two flowers. I ain't giving him a bouquet over here. I'm giving him a couple of flowers. And them those gonna be dandelions so I can blow them off. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm giving him. Like,
Sam, we're
the
not
only
saying
logical. The actual topic was most improved.
most improved. Okay,
Right.
you're right.
So
You're
that
right.
is
The
Dom.
question was most improved character. His character
That's
did
Dom.
improve. Yes.
Right. We're not saying
Dom.
that he's the male wrestler of the year. We're not saying
Hell
that he's
no.
the best. We're not saying that at all. But we're talking about a wrestler who literally was arguably the worst wrestler on the roster at one point.
Still
to
is.
somebody being like upper mid-card in-ring capabilities right now. Like, yes, he is clearly the most improved. No question.
No, he's still one of the worst. He's still one of the worst wrestlers on the card. But like you said, you I'll give you that he for what he has been given, he is utilizing that to the best of his ability. I will say that using the being a dirty wrestler, having the interferences here and there. You know, it's just when they actually got him competing for us, like I hate when they do that. I just hate it. You know, he shouldn't be having actual competitive matches with Dragon Lee. He shouldn't be having competitive matches with. I mean, I guess,
but that's where he's proven that he can actually.
But he
wrestle.
right, like his matches
Yes,
on
he can.
NXT has been great. His matches
because
with
of
Dragon
the
Lee,
opponents.
He's keeping up with the opponents.
Keeping
a
up.
while ago, he was not able to. Yeah, that's a big part of being a good rep. You can't keep up with
I guess if he could just stand there and take a bump, I guess that's keeping up. I give him that.
Right.
No, dude, no.
Big Harv, who is your most improved?
That was my most improved.
Oh my God! You know what, y'all? This is it. This is the last time we're doing KTR ever. I'm going solo. I don't know what these guys are going to do now, but I can't deal with another year of giving praise to Rey Mysterio's son. I'm sorry.
Well,
I mean, you feel how you feel, but him and his pops just signed another multi-year deal.
I saw that.
So you gonna get more. Whether you're here
they
with
gave
us,
him a 5-year contract.
whether you're here with us,
Rey
or you're doing it
Mysterio
by
has
yourself,
the best lucrative deal with WWE ever.
You're gonna be talking about Dirty Dom. All
Rey
right?
Mysterio, I don't know what was in his contract obligations when he came back and signed with them 2019, 22, but this man did something to make sure. This is wild. It's wild.
Great.
I hate it. But I'm gonna say, you know what? Trick Williams is my most improved wrestler of the year.
Yes, I'll give you that.
That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah,
Whoever his producer is for his theme music should go double platinum. I keep saying this. Yeah, but like I said, Trent Williams, he's always been on my radar since 2021. I've seen the progression. I've seen what all he could do, you know, from the standpoint of the background. I saw when he was do the back and forth promos with Melo. The ring work, like I said, it was green and raw, but the improvement kept coming over the years. I was happy as hell when he got the North American title. I was pissed he lost in the day. And they didn't have to do that to him. And to Rey Mysterio's son at that just makes it worse. But like I say, like him, he's really showing great promise that he could definitely hold his own and does not need to be just a mouthpiece or a sidekick to somebody. Like he's his own man. He definitely handle himself on the microphone. His ring work is getting better. A little bit green, still a little bit green, but like it's getting better. So especially somebody of his background, coming from being a collegiate football athlete, jumping straight into NXT. He's doing great. I would definitely say that. Definitely wrestling better than somebody else's son. That's another story. Yeah, but like he's doing.
I mean, you're pretty much praising him for keeping up. So
it's different though. It's not. It's not. One person
keeping up with the main roster. One is keeping up with NXT. So it's okay.
It's different because no, we're not going to do this. No, we're not going to do this. One has been behind one of the best wrestlers, if not the best luchador, his whole life of 20 plus years. The other one just dove into us from catching footballs and coming from the NFL and coming from the college football game and come to wrestling. It's a difference when you have like 4 to 5 years experience compared to somebody that should have 20 plus years of experience and they
should. You don't know that man life. He jumped in because he ain't had nothing else going on.
Who?
Dom. He wasn't training when he was
younger. Nothing else going on.
Yeah, he wasn't training when he was younger. He just jumped in. He thought he'd be a natural, just like we talking about Trick.
You see,
he wasn't training. He wasn't doing nothing on the end.
Well, you can tell he wasn't training.
That's my point, though. Like they both just jumped in. It's the same. Just because he should have gotten a big rub from his dad, don't mean he did. Mm-hmm. Look at Ric Flair, other kids. R.I.P. But
damn,
they was trash.
I mean, true, but shit,
they was trash. That's all I'm saying. Everybody has to get their rub. That ain't how it works.
It was trash.
Well, damn. Okay, all right. We're gonna move on from that topic.
R.I.p.
You did. I get it. Yeah, but sheesh, hey, moving on now. We're gonna try to go to the dark side real quick. All right, this topic we got is the show of the year. What was your favorite show of the year? It could be a regular show. It could be a PLE. It could be a PPV. These acronyms are horrible. It sounds like something. But anyway. What was your favorite show of the year?
All of them sound like burning dicks, don't they?
Something burning. That's why I said like the PLEs, the PPVs. I'm like, you know, I'll start off since y'all started off. I'm gonna start with my favorite show. My favorite show of this year was the show that was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That was live. You know, hey, that was like hearing the crowd saying the countdown in Spanish. One of those. That was hard. They was live the whole time. Bad Bunny came out. You know, I love Bad Bunny. You know, they was some of their whole. Press when I mentioned Bad Bunny. Yeah, that was my favorite show because the crowd. I just love the crowd energy that show. You know, and given the opportunities that were given to certain wrestlers like Zelina Vega having to wrestle in her hometown. Priest reuniting with who else was on that? Carlito. That's when he came out.
Carlito came out, yeah.
And who else came out? What's the other guy?
I know exactly who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
Oh, bad time. Why did I forget? But anyway, but yeah, moving on. It was just great. That was my show of the year.
Savio Vega.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Savio Vega. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you mentioned Bad Bunny. I mean, Bad Bunny's entrance is still like going viral now on social media. Like that's just how great that was. I don't know. Like each show had their good moments and you know regular moments. So I guess if I had to go one, I'll probably go with WrestleMania Night 1. I know it's generic, but I'll go with WrestleMania Night 1 mainly because in the main event, you know, we was able to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens kind of close the book on a long storyline leading from when Sami Zayn got into the bloodline randomly to how it ended. I thought that was great. Honestly, the bloodline never recovered from that ending because they just went nowhere after that. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, yeah, that was also the same night Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, you know, had their match too, which was also great as well.
Really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. WrestleMania Night 1.
Big Horror.
I really can't say I have one. So I'm gonna go with the most recent one, good old Survivor Series. The Real is back. Best in the world. Yeah.
Okay.
Fam is not having a good time.
Yeah. CM Punk. CM Punk. CM.
That was easy. Yeah, just had to mute him real quick. Yeah, but I really hate how they did Survivor Series without the Raw versus SmackDown. They need to bring that back because this one's like,
yeah.
I can't wait for next year when they have regular champions and not have people who have whole titles be part time. So hope that's a change for next year.
Yeah.
We can't see it. The ink matches the card, and you can see through it. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter hard. Yeah. Yeah. So that was good. Let's say Survivor Series, WrestleMania Night 1.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So well, let's see. What is our next topic? Let's see. Oh yeah. Who is next up for 2024?
Yeah.
Who do you think is next in line next year in the wrestling world?
I'm gonna keep it simple. It's going to be Braun Breaker. Period. I do think it's Braun, mainly because there's nothing left for him to do in NXT, and he's clearly main event ready. They just got to pull the trigger on that one. I'm not saying that obviously other wrestlers aren't ready, because we can go down the line with like Mello or Trick, well, stuff like that. But no, I think Braun is probably the next one up next year to start making a name for himself.
The thing about, you mentioned that, and let's say Mello, he's wrestled on the main roster on Raw and SmackDown a couple times here and there. You really know I text y'all really know the difference between the NXT crowd and the mainstream SmackDown Raw crowd. I was confused, why isn't there a bigger pop for Mello when he came out? I'm like, dang, it was kind of like a median. It wasn't as hype as I thought it would be.
And that's why I didn't mention Mello, because I've said it before, where I'm afraid for when he finally goes to the main roster. I do hope for the best when he does, but I don't know how the crowd will work with his type of character. I just don't. And historically, it's always up in the air. But Braun had the type of character that the main rosters typically used to working with. So yeah, I had to go with Braun.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it go. But because the thing about those NXT crowds is more of a personal feel. It's the same consistent Florida crowd that always comes to the shows and all that. And especially that's really what helps certain superstars, because everybody has their own section, their own cheering. I think that's what also, no, not to discredit Trick, but he has his own people in the crowd all the time. And even before his new interest music, he always had his people help leading the cheers and in that the performance center for him and doing all that. So it was always a good look. But don't get me wrong, these premium live event shows he's been doing, it's been real live for him. So shout out to those that be actually paying attention to NXT. But I fear that the transition, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how this is gonna be perceived. Yeah. But like I said, I don't doubt their work, I don't doubt their craft. I just don't know how with the wishy-washy mainstream fans will take everything. That's all I'm saying. But for me, my next up for 2024, I think if it ain't Braun Breaker, I mean, it is gonna be Braun. I mean, yeah, I can see that. But I can see Baron Corbin having a new run. I could. I'm actually liking what he's doing.
That's interesting.
On NXT, it's a little bit more convincing for me. With his, I get it. I get his past being played out and stuff like that. But I just like his character work so far that he's been doing with NXT.
No, it's not that. Well, for me, it's not that. For me, I remember a few months ago, I was binge watching NXT takeovers, and that was some of the best work Baron Corbin put on. But even at that, it still didn't go anywhere. So I'm not saying that his current run isn't, better than what he has been doing. It's just, I don't know. I just don't have faith in how far it'll go. I just don't.
Yeah. Like I said, I see, because the main event crowd, they're familiar with him. So
right. Yeah.
I feel that transition, that bounce back, he may get a new elevated push, for a Intercontinental United States title run or something like that. I'm not talking about world title. Upper mid card person.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. What's yours, Harv?
I'm gonna jump over to AEW for the sake of variety. I have a tag team I feel like the guns are really going to take off next year. I was not sold on the guns even a little bit when this year began. Largely part of their association with Jay White and them. That's really boosted them. You can tell that they're more confident because they're working with them. I just feel like as a tag team, next year is really going to be their year to actually take off. They had a little short run earlier this year, but next year is going to be their year. As far as singles go, yeah, my brother. Just gonna ask something.
No, I said that's nice.
No,
I said no.
Okay.
We was acknowledging.
As far as singles, I was gonna go with formerly Colin Cassidy, Big Bill. He has been really impressive over the past year. He was always very limited, and I feel like not only as far as charisma goes, his moveset and his intensity and the way he still connects with the crowd. I think that he's gonna have a big year next year.
Okay, that's not bad. We're expecting it, but yeah, that's a good point. Cool.
Yeah, I'll be on AEW.
Yeah, I know. I feel you on that one. So with that, we about to sign off real quick for the end of the year and everything. But real quick question. What's something that we can leave in 2023? Real quick. What should we leave in 2023 that happened in wrestling this year?
The Canadian Destroyer.
The Canadian Destroyer. So you went to a wrestling move.
Yeah. Leave that whole move. Leave it there. You can leave that move and you can leave super kicks in 2023. You can leave random outside. No, we're talking about wrestling, right? You can leave random outside dives to where leave those dives to where everyone congregates together while one wrestler gets on top of the turnbuckle and like 5 men clearly see somebody on top and they're just hugging each other like they just came from happy hour. And then someone jumps, fall, take them all out, and then the guy, and it's like, dude, like it could have all ended 5 seconds ago. Yeah, leave all that in 2023.
That's not convincing enough for you?
No, it's not.
It's way overplayed. Ain't lying. It's 5 of y'all, and y'all throw each other around all day, and 5 of y'all can't catch this one guy that's 150 pounds jumping off the top rope.
And 9 times out of 10, he misses about 3 of them.
And everybody just bowling pins. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good
Leave
point.
that. Leave that.
Harv, what's it for you? What
I said Vince McMahon, man. Keep coming back. I know he's supposed to be part of the
get flagged
now. I don't want to hear it. I know he's supposed to be a part of the overall group now. He's not supposed to have nothing really directly going on with the company, but he keeps coming back. All right, keeps coming back with his little pencil drawn on mustache, and I'm sick of seeing that. I'm sick of that. So I don't want no more. All right, leave that here. The courts couldn't stop him. All right, I don't think the merger gonna stop him. Leave him here. Thank you.
Hopefully this podcast and YouTube channel is still up and running in 2024.
We're gonna shake it up.
If this don't get flagged.
Shake it up a little bit.
He mentioned a billionaire. I'm like, oh man. In certain pockets I don't mess with, that's there.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see. For me, let's see, what can we leave in 2023? Oh yeah, the Street Profits turning heel. Leave that in 2023. I don't like it. I never did. It ain't growing on me. Yeah, keep the face. Yeah, it's not convincing. And having Lashley as the leader, a non-talkative person, no.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
It was a nice thought, but it didn't work.
Yeah, let's just cut that. Bring back the solo coach. Bring back the good Street Profits. The face is not. This potential to be heel work. It's not work. It's. I love them. I'm just not convinced. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah.
That's fair.
Right. Right, Montez, he does so much work around the business, especially with his background, with his U.S. service background. and all the charity work he does and being the main face along with his wife. You can't do that. You got to stay a face.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. And Angelo Dawkins, he just too silly for me just to be convinced. To be, he that guy, you can't keep a straight face around that. Just always crack jokes. Like it's hard. Like I can't be convinced by it. That's the only thing. And I still don't understand what B-Fab is doing around Bobby Lashley. Like that, like what we doing in that storyline? Hopefully we'll see something now on SmackDown. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just trying to understand stuff. But until then, we are signing out for the year of 2023. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love and appreciate all the support that y'all have brought to us this year thus far. And we look forward to what is there to come for 2024 for Another Roast Podcast. But like I said, until then, we need y'all to do this one simple favor. I'm going to remind y'all again, I told y'all at the beginning, but I'll tell y'all at the end, and that is to follow us on all social media platforms, KTR_podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Another Roast Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, Another Roast Podcast, all podcast platforms, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, everything. And don't forget to get that merch at ProWrestlingTees.com/KTR Podcast. Let's get in, let's go, let's get out of this show. This is episode 81 of Another Roast Podcast of 2023, live and direct, and we are out.
One more time, Big Harv, just to end the year off right. Tell these
one
people,
more time,
our people,
for the end of the year. For the end of the year, you had the finger up. You had it up. One man we didn't mention. All right, Roman Reigns. Gotta acknowledge him for the one time, for the last time, 2023. Pump them numbers, baby.
I acknowledge them next year. Happy holidays, everybody.
That don't compute in my mind. I must be out of mind. Black fist high, rally up before we out of time.